After exceeding expectations for revenue in the fourth quarter the day before, Roku stock has surged by 10% in Thursday's pre-market. Roku reported revenue of $867 million on Wednesday night after hours, exceeding the $803 million consensus on Wall Street. Shareholders suffered a $250 million loss in net income for the quarter as a result of the still significant increase in operating expenses. News about Roku: GAAP earnings per share for the fourth quarter were $1.73 better than expected and still not the primary objective for CEO Anthony Wood. Roku, the smart TV company, suffered an operating loss of $250 million as a result of operating expenses rising by 71% year-over-year. In comparison, the previous quarter's operating profit was $21 million. According to CEO Anthony Wood, we plan to continue improving our operating expense profile to better manage through the challenging macro environment, while building on our platform's monetization and engagement tools and partnerships. According to Wood and other executives, Roku has a clear path to positive adjusted EBITDA for the full year 2024, whichever that means. Wall Street had anticipated a much worse revenue picture prior to Roku's announcement of the advertising decline in the fourth quarter, but an increase in platform revenue kept Roku flat overall for the fourth quarter of 2021. Device revenue decreased 18% to $136 million, while platform revenue increased by 5% to $731 million. Anthony Wood made it abundantly clear that because the device segment aims to attract more users to Roku's platform, it does not need to be profitable. In the quarter, active accounts increased by 16% year-over-year to 70 million, total streaming hours increased by 23% year-over-year to 23.9 billion, and average revenue per user increased by 2%, below inflation, to $41.68. Management projected $700 million in revenue, $12 million more than consensus, and adjusted EBITDA of -$110 million for the first quarter of this year. Roku had reported adjusted EBITDA of nearly $87 million in the fourth quarter of 2021. Prediction for Roku stock: Roku stock is currently directly facing resistance from its high of $66.86 on February 2. If it can surpass the most recent range high, then the $75 resistance level in September 2022 may be a target for bulls. On the daily chart, the relative strength index for Roku stock is still returning close to overbought, so keep that in mind. Support is still $54.